Lieutenant General Simon Stuart, Chief of the Australian Army, will undertake an official visit to India from 10th to 14th August, where he will be engaging in high-level discussions with General Upendra Dwivedi, Chief of the Army Staff, Indian Army, and other senior officials of the Ministry of Defence. This visit is of strategic significance, reaffirming the growing depth of India-Australia comprehensive strategic partnership, particularly in the military domain, as both nations work to uphold a stable and rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific. At the government level, India and Australia maintains a dynamic and evolving defence partnership, reinforced by active institutional mechanisms that ensure sustained engagement and strategic cooperation. The most recent 2+2 ministerial dialogue was held in New Delhi in November 2023, with the next edition scheduled in Australia in 2025, underscoring the regular high-level dialogues between the two nations. Additionally, the defence policy talks conducted in July 23 in Australia provided a timely platform for reviewing ongoing collaboration and identifying new areas for joint initiatives. These dialogues, along with working groups and staff-level talks, continue to drive forward-looking cooperation in capability development, logistics, interoperability, and strategic posturing in the Indo-Pacific. From this robust foundation, the Indian Army, Australian Army bilateral engagement had emerged as a key player in the growing military partnership. Operational cooperation between the Indian Army and the Australian Army has grown steadily over recent years, marked by increasing complexity, scale, and strategic relevance of joint exercises and deployments. Exercise Austra Hind, launched in 2016, remains the flagship bilateral field training exercise between the two armies, focused on counter-terrorism, close quarter battle, and joint tactical operations. It has seen active participation from the Indian Army alongside Australia's 1st Brigade. The next edition is scheduled in Australia in November 2025, further strengthening interoperability under realistic terrain scenarios. In addition, the Indian Army has been an active participant in Exercise Talisman Sabre, a multinational exercise hosted by Australia. The Indo-Pacific Endeavour IP-22 also witnessed significant engagement by the Indian Army, particularly during the Visakhapatnam leg, where both sides conducted joint professional exchanges and field discussions on HDR, jungle warfare, and counter-terrorism operations. On the training and institutional cooperation front, both armies have maintained a consistent and meaningful exchange through premier military courses and academic programs. Indian Army officers regularly participate in Australian courses such as the Australian Defence and Strategic Studies course, Army Command and Staff course, and Combined Defence Intelligence and Research Analysis course. In parallel, Australian officers are nominated for Indian institutions including National Defence College, NDC, Defence Services Staff College, DSSC, and the Higher Defence Orientation Course, SDOC, an instructor exchange program conducted at the Indian Army's Counter-Insurgency and Jungle Warfare CIGW School, Warringah, further deepened tactical and instructional integration. In addition, regular subject matters expert exchanges, SMEs, have enriched doctrinal understanding and contributed to enhanced interoperability between the two forces. The Alumni Connect, held in March 2024 under the theme Dosti and Mateship in Defence, further nurtures bonds among officers trained at premier institutions like NDC and DSSC, ensuring continuity of the trust and familiarity across ranks and generations. One of the most visionary initiatives was the India-Australia Young Officers Exchange Program, conceptualized by late General Upendra Dwivedi and launched during the 2022 Prime Ministerial level virtual summit. This initiative allows young officers from both armies to train together, experience field environments, and understand each other's operational ethos in investment and future leadership synergy. The Army-to-Army Staff Talks, first initiated in 2010, have evolved from a biennial to an annual exchange since 2016, reflecting the growing frequency and significance of operational dialogue. This platform also serves as a vital forum for discussing bilateral strategic issues, enhancing mutual understanding and coordination on matters of regional and global relevance. Defense industry engagement, too, is finding resonance with the Indian Army. Indian firms have exported key platforms to Australia in significant amount, showcasing indigenous capabilities in tactical ISR, mobility and protected systems. Collaboration between the Army Design Bureau and Australia's Digger Works is being explored to jointly develop combat-tested, cost-effective solutions suited to contemporary battlefields needs. Lieutenant General Simon Stuart's visit to India reflects the Indian Army's rising profile as a credible partner in the Indo-Pacific and its commitment to shaping collective preparedness through meaningful cooperation. As both armies engage in frank and forward-looking discussions, this visit is expected to consolidate Operation Synergy and strategic trust, laying the groundwork for the next phase of army-to-army collaboration in the region. Thanks for watching National Defense. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
My God.
Put it down! Let's drop out, isn't it? 20 metres. 20 metres. Leave it pointed. Clear. All right. 10.